Of course, we're gonna have to open this up with the Kendrick diss.
Dang, bro.
All right,
it's hard.
So Future and Metro Boomin put out a project. It had a Kendrick Lamar feature on it, on a song called "Like That." It was like that, right?
It was like that.
Was Kendrick like that?
The Kendrick he's always like that.
Okay.
The beat was crazy on that, bro.
The beat was, yeah. Well, actually, I wasn't that big of a fan of it personally.
I like the production of it, but the verse, I'm not. I think we agree on that. But
yeah.
Well, before we get into the intricacies of the verse, though, like, how left field was this?
You know,
It seems random.
Well, I think it only seemed random because it's like we haven't heard from Kendrick and it's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But just knowing, I mean, you had Drake and J. Cole do a song about being the top two artists, basically.
So you think it was overdue?
Yeah, it was overdue.
Okay.
Like Kendrick, and what this verse felt like to me, it wasn't like a premeditated, like I'm about to come out with the craziest thing. It was like, I'm just gonna hop on this Future song. I know Future and Drake are homies.
Mm-hmm. It was his version of Charged Up.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's like, I'm just gonna give you this, and then see what Drake does, and then if I need to put a nail in the coffin, that's coming afterwards. That's where you get that 4 or 5 minute. Damn.
There's a sign right there. There's a sign. Yo,
that's Drake's body dropping off a bridge.
You know what, bro?
That
It's funny you say that.
Scared me,
bro. You know what though? We're huge Kendrick fans.
Yes,
but Drake. I mean, J.
He's
Cole.
no slouch.
We all know this about J. Cole for sure.
Yeah.
But Drake is no slouch, like you said. Like,
no, but J. Cole said what he's been saying in his songs forever. If I diss a rapper, it's gonna be legit. It's gonna be over something. It's not gonna be about. So there's no way J. Cole responds. Because I feel like that would invalidate him, especially because he's still homies with Kendrick.
Right.
Really wasn't. Kendrick really wasn't coming at J. Cole.
He mentioned his name and he was like, they wonder if it's K. Drizzy or me.
Right. But Drake specifically left Kendrick out. He said it's just you and Cole.
Right. Then he went on stage at some point in the last year or so and was like, I don't get these niggas taking 5 years to drop an album. An exact time that it took, Miss Him Around the Big Steppers to come out.
These are grown. Successful grown men in their late 30s. What are we doing?
I agree with that, but like I would
it's
also
entertaining.
I was gonna say I'd be lying if I wasn't like, this is my favorite times. Like when Meek Mill and Drake were coming at each other, bro, that was one of the funnest times ever.
It was. No,
Same thing for Pusha T.
It is entertainment. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is I feel like but with the Meek Mill thing, there was actually more of a thing going on, and I feel like there's been this just like. I mean, Drake and Kendrick have just kind of been sending subtle jabs at each other for years.
Right.
I mean, even all the ways back as far as the BET cypher when, he took the sensitive rapper back in his pajama clothes and everybody knew that was about Drake because Drake made a mention in a song about the Control verse. So it was all set off by Control. And the thing with Control was like, it was like rappers at the time were like, happy to be being mentioned in the verse because it was like I'm a peer,
right?
And if you weren't mentioned in the verse, it was kind of like that. But I feel like Drake really got his feelings hurt. I feel like, but I mean, look, I get it, but now it just seems like there's weird tension for no reason, dude. A Drake and Kendrick album would sound insane.
Yes, you're right, bro. You're right. I mean,
and we could just get that, but instead, everybody's just like, you know what I mean?
I mean, look. Here's the thing. Here's my thing with Kendrick, though. It's like, I love Kendrick to death, but first-person shooter is not just a diss track.
Yeah, it's hard.
First-person shooter is hard.
Yeah.
Now, Drake is, we know, if you don't know, now you know, 10,000 hours, bro, right? You do anything for 10,000 hours. They say it takes 10,000 hours to master a craft or to get good enough to be a professional in it, right? And it's like, Drake is well past his 10,000 hours.
Facts.
So, like,
well, all those guys are, to be honest.
For sure, but I'm just saying, like, you talk about I feel like that's what he's claiming is like, I don't get these niggas taking 5 years to drop an album. He's dropping an album every year and making classics on every album.
Yeah.
It's like Drake has bridged this gap between. So say you want to make a diss track. It used to be you put over what? How many bars? 16. How many bars would you? You do a 2-minute song, right? And then the whole time you're dissing.
Yep.
The whole time Back to Back was like that. Charged Up was like that.
Yep.
But Drake's like, no, let's make a world star hit. Let's make first person shooter
Back
mode.
to Back was like that too. You remember that? Back to Back. No, Back to Back actually, like, it charted higher than any of Meek Mill's songs on the charts.
Did it? So that's what I'm saying. Though, he's doing something that I don't know. To be real honest, as a Kendrick stan, I don't know if Kendrick has that.
No, but I think here's what I think will happen though, because Drake is gonna respond, and then I think Kendrick responds again because I think because Kendrick.
Hold on, you think Drake's gonna respond?
I think Drake will respond.
Why is that?
Yeah, because I don't think his ego is gonna let him let it go. I don't think he's gonna have it unanswered because the first person shooter was like, it was a jab, but it was also just like J. Cole and Drake being like, hey, we're two of the best.
But this one's direct.
But this one was direct. He said first person shooter. You know what I'm saying? He was like, look, we're not even gonna beat around the bush. Like, y'all are bums. You know what I'm saying? It's just Big Me.
Right.
And then he says for all the dogs, like, this is about, you know, it's about to be a pet cemetery.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's really coming at Drake. Now, I will say, I know for Kendrick, this is not like, to me, this is Kendrick just going like, you ready? Like, yeah, it's throwing it in there. Like,
you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it if you want to do it.
Bro, how fun is that, though?
Because it's just a feature.
Yeah.
It's just a feature. It's not, and it wasn't that crazy.
And on Future's album,
it wasn't that crazy. Yes.
And we
so
know
it was just like it was like, hey, bro, respond at your peril. Because what I think is going to happen is after Drake responds, and I bet Drake will go. He's going to go stupid.
Yeah.
If Kendrick comes back with like a DNA type record, that's when it's going to be a problem. Because you know Kendrick will just start. You know what I'm saying?
If we get a whole diss record from Kendrick, bro, I don't even know what to picture. I don't even know what to like.
DNA is what I picture.
Really?
Yeah. Sex, money, murder. These other times. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to do a call back to this when I can't remember. I think it was Pusha T calling out Drake's baby mama. But RDC World made a video. It was like, he goes, man, I don't know, man. That man bitch you so. I feel like this is what Drake got to do. He's like, oh no, man, that man just you so bad. Like, you might have to call that nigga gay. He goes, you talking about he say, she say, well, nigga, you gay. He's like, that's what he said. Yeah, I thought it was a funny skit. It was like one of those producer talking to the artist things.
Yep.
But yeah, man, it's a fun time for hip hop, bro. Like as a you're a rapper yourself, so I bet there's another perspective there. But as a consumer, bro, like, as much as I want to see a Drake and I would love to see Kendrick on First Person Shooter. Yes. On that track, as much as I would want to see that, I'm also very content with just hearing some diss records.
Look, the diss records are cool. I'm just saying I feel like we're being cheated by ego of both of these men to not have an album together. Two of the greatest.
Let me ask you a question real quick.
Also,
let me challenge it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
You rap. You're on First Person Shooter, and that he does this to you. You letting that your ego ain't gonna take control. You ain't responding because rap culture is, it's not, I don't think I think ego is definitely part of it.
Yeah.
But I think it's less about ego and more about the culture. It's about like,
no,
this is rap culture,
I'm
baby.
not frustrated about the diss, but right. I'm saying since Poetic Justice, Drake and Kendrick have not done a song together. And they've been doing subtle jabs for over a decade. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the fact that we are not getting any more Kendrick and Drake songs.
You want to get more music.
I want Kendrick and Drake to come together and make something insane.
Poetic Justice was fire too.
It was, but that's like a decade old version of both of them.
If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? That's a good track.
Poetic Justice.
Yeah, man. I see what you're saying now.
I'm not bothered by the diss. Like, do the friendly competition thing. I think that's spicy. I like that. I like it. I just want to see them make music.
All right,
let's see what's next.
You know, before we get on to the next, I just want you to make a prediction as a rapper, bro, at how Drake will respond.
I think Drake's going to respond how he usually responds. I don't think he has a lot to say about Kendrick, to be honest. I think Kendrick's respected enough. Mm-hmm. Like, he could Lil Bro Meek Mill. He could Lil Bro Pusha T. Pusha T won just off a shock factor, but Drake's Drake's bars were better.
Right.
In his response.
Right,
Drake had actually like from a rap skill perspective, there was that. It was just the blackface cover and the it was a nasty, it was like thing, and then the 40 thing. Yeah. It was like those three. The Kid was the big one, obviously, right. But like those were so shocking that it just overshadowed the. Mm-hmm. It was like he really got him in a personal way,
right,
and left it like that.
That was a nasty one. That's sometimes how you got to come at Drake.
Yeah, no, Drake's just gonna respond with another stream of consciousness type of record. And it might be a little harder. But
no, he said he got the USB flash drive in the safe, bro. He might have a video of Kendrick doing something.
Nah.
Maybe he got a video of Kendrick in his drawers running down the streets of Compton or something. You know what I mean? Like, I think Drake got that level of status, bro.
just catching Kendrick doing just wild things.
I love to. Like,
what would the video be that he could release of Kendrick where you would just be like, okay, I'm not.
There's not many things because Kendrick's also just a great artist. So I'd be like, yeah, that doesn't make Mr. Around not a good album. But like, I mean, I guess there's certain things like if he was on Epstein Island, you know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, let's cancel Kendrick.
Yeah, baby, need top 5 when I'm done going mental. Yeah, I'm locked in, you can peep my condition, I'm in the lab all winter, all summer. Yeah, I went dumb, now I'm